Welcome to the Sweatuationship. You're now in Hyperhidrosis Awareness Kenya, Sweat Diagnosis Unit, STU. Rejesha Ujasiri Wako.
Through your research and studies that you did, you came to a conclusion that indeed hyperhidrosis is not an issue as it's been depicted out there, that it should be given the same amount of attention just like any other medical condition, because yes, there is no physical pain when you have this condition. No one has ever died of a physical death, but what they don't know is the social, or rather the psychological effects that comes with it, since it's a daily issue, it's an everyday problem. And anything that is psychological, we are talking of anxiety and other host of other things that can push someone to commit suicide, because we know there are people who have, due to lack of that proper support, especially the immediate support system, the parents, the family unit, the spouses, it can get toll on people living with this condition. And I get phone calls from the hyperhidrosis family here in Kenya. And one of the things that I realized is they don't talk to their parents. There are those who have totally and completely isolated themselves. And the first thing they do when they reach out is they express that they are indeed at the very edge. They don't know what to do. That this sweat, just to quote one of them, this individual said that this sweat is killing me. So normally what I do, I get in touch with them. I call them up. Through a phone call, when we interact, I'm able to know and to judge where this person is coming from. Because you can just chat with someone online, and maybe that is their last chat. Or maybe you're chatting with them and then the next thing, someone did something to themselves, or they even harmed themselves. It's always good when you talk to them, you're able to understand where they're coming from. And there are those who don't talk to their parents, they don't talk to their partners, those who are in a relationship. There are those who don't talk to their employers or the environment where they, or rather even in their field of specialization, because the first thing on their mind is this other person will never understand what I'm going through. So if they don't, then what's the need or the point of me telling them? And I understand, because they have interacted or even come across some few individuals who have said profound words to push them away. But I always encourage them, if your parents don't know what you're going through, yes, they have seen you sweat, or however much you've tried to camouflage your sweat, they know. But one thing that they don't have a clear understanding is the knowledge about your sweat, how your sweat makes you feel, the challenges that you've gone through. If your parent is not aware of the challenges you're facing, they will never know. At least try and help them understand so that you can meet halfway. So they don't talk to their parents, others don't talk to their spouses. And also we have parents who, even after they've been talked, even after they've had this conversation with their children, they still believe, oh, it's just sweat, just wipe your palms or the areas where you're experiencing excessive sweating and just move on. And it is indeed disheartening. It's disheartening to the people living in this condition, because now it's like a proof of what they've been thinking, that it's an issue and no one will ever understand. And this has pushed a lot of people into some serious mental issues, anxiety, stress, depression, to a point where now they take their own lives. And in this current generation, if I compare with mine, the current generation we have, they just get ticked off by very, very small, a small thing can throw them over the edge. There's quite a number that struggle with bromhidrosis. And it's also severe, it's equally severe. There are those who would rather even work from home. They wouldn't want to interact with people, because bromhidrosis is not just any smelly sweat. The
No.
sweat itself is bad, offensive, an offensive sweat, you can imagine. So there are other sweats which I think we should also highlight and also give solutions, because we do also have people out there with bromhidrosis, hypohidrosis as well, anhidrosis, chromhidrosis. I know there are different sections and percentage of people living in this condition, and they're looking for information, and probably the information that is online about other forms of sweat, or rather the other sweats, they may not be as, you cannot compare those information with hyperhidrosis. I think hyperhidrosis is more extensive. There are different blogs touching on the subject itself, but I think on these other sweats, they may be a little bit less or more, but I think it's less. So I think we'll do another video, which I'm going to bring you on board. And I also hope to have some of the people living with hyperhidrosis who have done this surgery, ETS. Would love to have them on board. Sometimes it's good to hear from the horse's mouth. We want to get to know the experiences and also have them share the experiences with the world. Because I think when the two of us uh, discuss ETS from the medical side of it, there are questions that goes through our audience's minds. Could these two be victims of this surgery? And we are not. We haven't done this surgery, so they may not approve of what we are talking about, or rather, it may not have that much impact as compared to stories of people who've actually undergone this surgery. So I would love to have some of them on board, and if you can get in touch with any, please refer them to HAK. Would love to have another video where you're there and we have 2 or 3 people on board, and just for us to listen to them and get to know how their lives are, before and after the surgery. So I thank you for your time, by the way, and I appreciate what you
Thank
do.
you for having me.
I do follow you on IG most of the time. I see what you're posting there, and the brand, the product that you have, Hidroxa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll side by you, and then get to understand more, because I think it's important to have your product here in Kenya for the hyperhidrosis family. I'm also pushing for solutions, because we have treatments which are available in Kenya, and there are those which are not. So I'm trying to push for solutions which are not, but they can be made available. So yeah, I'll talk to you on the side.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, is there anything you may want to add?
I just want to say I think you're doing a great job here. I think what you do is really important, and I hope as many people as possible get to see your work, because this wouldn't have been possible like 20 or 15 years ago without the internet. So I hope that we can use these spaces online to spread this awareness together. And I think I'm really happy seeing this hyperhidrosis community coming together. So I see a brighter future when we look forward.
And what will be your last word?
My last word. I think just remember you're not alone in this. I think that's my last words.
And the message has been well received. And yeah, we appreciate what you do. And like you said, with the age of the social media, we have a lot to do. And I'm happy that the hyperhidrosis family is doing so much, especially with the advocates out there. 2020, I've seen a rise of new advocates from different parts of the world, from different countries, and they're really pushing on hyperhidrosis awareness. And slowly, and I think with time, hyperhidrosis will cease to be an issue, and people are going to understand deeply the challenges, the struggles, and also the triumphs of people living in this condition. So thank you very much for your time, Dr. Sandra, and I hope to connect with you again.
We hope that the information in this video has been helpful to you. Please like, subscribe, click on the bell icon and share the link with your family, friends and loved ones.